My name is Grace Gerald. I am a senior here at SUNY New Paltz, and I play Nanny Holborn for Wendy.
Nikki Gold, and I play Lady Cunningham.
I'm Elena Albertson, and I play Letitia Cunningham.
I'm Rich Powers, and I play Thomas and the driver.
I'm Jackie. I'm a junior at SUNY New Paltz, and I design lights for Wendy.
I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Danielle Jordan, and I'm a junior costume major.
I'm Colleen Heaney, and I'm a junior costume major as well.
I'm Jackie again.
My name's Jennifer Ashnos. I'm a junior at SUNY New Paltz.
We're putting on a play called Wendy from Parker Theater.
No, we're not.
Shut up. Yes, we are.
I want to go to Rose Grove.
Me too.
Stop thinking!
Why should I? I want to get out of here just as much as you do. My name is Rachel Brandt, and I'm the playwright and director of Wendy.
Wendy.
Go away. I'm going to think. I first read the novel Wendy by Karen Wallace in probably about 7th or 8th grade. I was always a really big Peter Pan fan growing up. I read the book probably around the time that the latest Peter Pan movie came out. I automatically knew that I really wanted to see it on stage because Wendy's such a outspoken and kind of rebellious little girl as to what you normally see in the Peter Pan portrayals of her. So I feel like this gives us a little insight to her story rather than just the fantasies of Peter Pan, because her life really isn't a fantasy. Black boxes were only allowed to have about 4 weeks of rehearsals, and I've been working on the script since early February, so it's kind of been my heart and soul for the past 10 months. I'm very confident that we can make it work. The actors are all doing fantastic.
I was shocked, actually. I wasn't expecting to get it. I'm a freshman, so I was thrilled to have gotten this role. With every role, even if you find similarities in it, you can find it to be more of a challenge than you might have expected. She observes adultery, alcoholism, and I researched a little bit with Wendy's other persona of Nana, whether she's crazy or not. I didn't have experience with multiple personalities, but it was very interesting. I definitely looked into more of the mentality of Wendy, since I don't think I could really fully encapsulate it the way that I wanted to.
You're mad. Mother says some mad people are really geniuses.
Watching Peter Pan, you always think Wendy is such a grown-up little girl. She's always looked at as a mother character because she's always taking care of her brothers and basically just kind of ruling the household. And I want everybody to see what's behind this picture, because this story is before Peter Pan comes into the picture, and she's really struggling to find herself, and she doesn't want to grow up, because growing up to her means a life of adultery, alcoholism, and thoughts of suicide, and she doesn't want to accept that into her world.
When are you going to grow up?
Never.
I started off my career as an actor at New Paltz in a black box, and I'm closing it off in a black box. The largest challenge that I have in the show, any show where one actor plays two characters, you're really saying something with it. And there's something really wonderful about this play in the fact that the two characters are very close to being archetypes of good and bad.
The conduct in the nursery seemed perfectly satisfactory to me. You said George was behaving monstrously. I thought you were referring.
What was wonderful about this show was that it was an ensemble show. We had an open environment to create, and very rarely is an actor able to say to the director, all right, this line is awkward. Can I change this? Can you justify why this line is written that way? And that's what was wonderful about the show, is that not only could she give us answers, but we could give her answers.
I've done student-run productions here before, but never a black box show. This is my first black box show, and I'm really excited about it. This gave me more of an opportunity to develop a character and actually look into that and find the history of the play and things like that, and it was really exciting. And working with Rachel was really fun because it wasn't as professional. Well, it was professional, but it was we're more like a family.
It has parts. Yeah, it's literally she's faster than you. Oh, with buttons. I can do your
I think she's a really talented person with directing, writing, and like all the stuff that she does. It's been like really, really great to work with her. And it's been really cool that she gave me and a lot of everybody else in this cast the opportunity to originate a role, which I think is like really awesome. And I just feel really privileged to be part of such a great cast and a really good project.
My team has been incredible. We've got everybody's working very collaboratively together between set, costumes, props. Everybody's really one whole team.
I'm excited.
I initially started out with the idea that things should be more to period. Things like the doghouse. It's really as period as I get. Otherwise, there's just little elements here and there that kind of give way to that. We actually, as a student-run production, we have a lot more input, we have a lot more creativity that we're allowed. Whereas if it were a production that we had to collaborate with professors, it's a lot harder to be creative when there's 4 or 5 people trying to attack the same problem.
For me, I'm kind of a control freak, so that fits in pretty well.
She definitely has a clear view of what she wants, and that kind of helps. It's a little difficult sometimes because it's hard to be creative because it's kind of like, because she knows exactly what she wants, there's really almost no point in having certain people do certain things. So it's a little difficult to separate between friend and work, and because she has such a clear vision of what she wants, it's a little easier on my part.
I really like creating the overall image of what happens on stage because it is kind of making an entire creation. You're creating the story and explaining it to the audience and coming up with your own concept and just making everything.
Rachel started writing it at the end of last semester, and she's been constantly sending us scripts, and it's just been a great collaborative process. Costumes, I had to do a lot of research and just looking up the time period, which is Edwardian turn of the century, and it's such a beautiful time period because everything looks so prim and proper, and it's like a picture, but that's not necessarily what's going on behind closed doors, and that's really what this play is about. The costumes are mainly being pulled from storage. We are building 2 of the costumes, Nanny Holborn and Wendy. I'm the designer, so I have more freedom, and but it's also a challenge because we just finished Noises Off, then on top of that we've got an extra show, so it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun.
The draft we're working on right now is the 6th draft. So it started out, the original script was very, very much following the book. However, I realized going through that it didn't really, some of it didn't make sense. It's hard to portray a book on stage at times. So I added scenes in, I took scenes out, and I'm really excited to see what Karen Wallace thinks of the show.
She came here all the way from the UK to see this production and support it.
I'm afraid I might scare her a little bit, I don't know. I've made the story a little bit darker than what the original novel was. But I think she'll enjoy it. I hope she enjoys it.
I think Rachel's done a fantastic job, and it's just huge fun and very flattering. I'm coming to see the rehearsals tonight, the opening night tomorrow. I brought some fancy clothes with me, and yes, I will.
very, very much enjoyed it. It was definitely worth a terrible plane ride.
Excellent, excellent. So it all ends very well.
All children, except one, grow up. I refuse